And one final that we saw a little bit earlier, this game was finished maybe 45 minutes ago. Smyrna thumped Science Hill tonight, 42-22. Matt Williams, the victorious head coach for the Smyrna Bulldogs, joins us on the Cook Neon hotline. Coach Williams, we had one of our most enjoyable conversations of the week last week with you, talking about Science Hill. Talk like they wanted you. I'm glad that you made it up there to give them a little bit of what they wanted, my friend.
Yeah, we had a good trip up, and our kids were, I think, motivated by that. I passed the message along gladly, and our kids, as we were getting loose there, they sort of mentioned that. Let's put it that way. So, yeah. Kids came out tonight against a good football team at Science Hill and really performed well.
Well, now let's don't sell yourself short. Your team is a pretty dang good football team. You're 9-3 now, and 3 of your losses are to 3 very good teams. 3 teams that are still alive in the playoffs, or were alive in the playoffs. I think maybe Hendersonville fell tonight, but got to be a great. I mean, you know, other than the fact of the conference that you're in, the region that you're in, this is you've got a really good football team. Talk about who stepped up tonight and was a star for you.
Well, I mean, Cleveland had 2 more interceptions, which was huge for us, and against a really good offense. I think it gives them 5 in the last 2 weeks, and I think if I'm correct, 9 on the season. So maybe I don't know what the school record is. It's got to be approaching it. John Turner really had a really, really good night throwing the football, and Nathan Sanders, one of our receivers, had 2 really long touchdown catches. And Casey Perkins ran the ball well. And I was really proud of our offensive line. I thought they really answered when we needed them to, and defensively got stops when we needed to in the first half, and got a punt there right before half, and held them to a field goal. And then second half, we're lucky to get some turnovers there, and thought it was a really good team win on a long, challenging day with a lot of distractions.
5 interceptions in 2 weeks. Mr. November's maybe going to be his new nickname, right?
Yeah, he's been a good one. Ian's done a great job. Our other corner, Jordan Jones, has been big for us as well. So that's a spot where we've been fairly strong all year. And, of course, you got Ken Elka came back there too, and he did a
Dennis Weaver and Josh Peterson talking to head coach Matt Williams of the Smyrna Bulldogs here on the Friday Night Thunder Scoreboard Show. His Bulldogs victorious tonight, 42-22 over Science Hill.
Coach, you talked about it's a long trip, and this time of year you're going to run into some of these, especially as the teams get scattered out more and more, as teams get eliminated. But talk about how you handle a long trip like today, how you break that up. I mean, how did you handle that with your team and get out and get off a bus after a long day and get ready to play football?
I think did we lose him?
He just hated my question.
I think we lost Coach Williams.
He didn't like it.
And that's one of those things that, remember Coffee County traveled to Science Hill last week as well. Andrew, try to get him back online if you can. But Coach Williams is back with us on the Cook Neon hotline. Coach, what we were saying as we lost our signal, I guess, is that's a long trip. Talk about I guess Pito wanted to know what you guys did to break up the trip, and when did you take off, and what's your travel schedule look like today?
Well, what we did, we left at 7:45 this morning from school, and drove to Crossville and got out at the rest stop, sort of fed them something there, and used the restroom, got back on the bus, and we went to Tusculum and went to their indoor facility and did a little walkthrough, just reminder type stuff. And
yep.
Then we got back on the bus, went ate at Logan's in Johnson City, and then went on to the stadium. So I think if you break it up, try to break it up, not do it all at once, it makes it a little bit better.
Now, are you guys going to spend the night up there? Or are you coming back tonight?
No, we're coming back. We can't afford that, especially after you pay for these charter buses. That's one of the drawbacks, I guess, of the new system is you have to try to obviously get charter buses, and then we're going to pay quite a bit for that. But it was well worth it tonight, and it's going to be a fun trip back. So.
Dennis Weaver, Josh Peterson talking to Matt Williams of Smyrna here on the Friday Night Thunder Scoreboard Show.
Coach won't have to charter a whole lot for next week. Got Oakland, a little bit closer a trip for you. Talk a little bit about that team. That's a challenging football team, but a team that you played pretty well last time around. What did you learn from that game and that you can use in this game? Is a long time ago, but I'm sure you can use some of that stuff. And how do you see you matching up with the Patriots?
Well, I mean, they're a very good football team and very big, very physical. I think the thing we came away with, even in a loss, that, we pulled together. We could play with anybody because that's one of the best football teams in the state, obviously. And we feel like when we're playing well, we're one of the best teams in the state. So played that without our tailback, one of our better players, and I don't know what difference that would have made, but I would like to think it made some. And a call here or there going our way would have made a big difference too. So we feel like it's obviously a great ball game. We have a lot of respect for them, and they're a very talented football team and well coached as well.
Yeah, there was a pretty damning picture to the officiating crew in your contest. If that goes your way, it's a one-score game. You got to like your chances to find one more score after looking at the film another week, don't you?
Yeah, you do, and you know, I'm sure they'll find things they liked, and when they look back at the film from our game before a couple weeks ago, and I'm sure they're like us. I'm sure they feel like they've gotten better over the last couple of weeks. So should be a really good one. I'm sure the crowd, should be outstanding with us playing there in Rutherford County, and I'm looking forward to the matchup. I know they will be too.
Coach, I appreciate your time. I know you got a busy night and a long ride home. Try to catch a nap, and I guess you get to work on. You probably get to work on Oakland as soon as you get back to the borough or back to Rutherford County, don't you?
Yeah, we will. I got radio show on them today. I think 8:05, and then we'll go straight into back to the office and get to work. So it'll be a short nap tonight.
Yeah. Well, those dang radio people. This radio guy appreciates your time. Okay.
No, I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Have a good evening. That is Matt Williams with Smyrna.